It's spring here in Seattle, so it's time to do some spring work. I've already shown some of the work that I've done on my Japanese maples, more specifically the Arakawa maple, and now we're moving on to the pines. This is my Japanese white pine. This is part of one of two of nursery stock Japanese white pines that I bought last year and turned into bonsai, and now the candles are elongating, and it's time to redistribute the energy along the tree. The idea with pines is always about energy balance. So in this tree, let's take a look at what the short needles look like, what the long needles look like, what the medium needles look like, and then what we need to do to get the energy distribution to be balanced on the tree. There are also some other things to look out for in terms of design while you're doing this. So don't just do this without thinking ahead. Here's the top of the tree, and because of apical dominance, you'll notice that the candles here at the top of the tree are much stronger, much more vigorous compared to the candles, let's say, on the bottom portion of the tree, inside closer to the trunk. See this one? This one's tiny. The cool thing is this one actually has flower buds on it, so that's kind of neat. You look at the whole tree here, apical dominance and dominance too, towards the tips of the trees are very dominant. That's because of oxen. You guys probably have already heard that word if you're dealing with pine and bonsai. And what we're going to do is I use the term pinch because I don't want to use the term candle cut. Alright, so here's a quick study on the tree. This side has plenty of length, so I'm going to shorten the candles down to just a few new needles. And this side is very weak, so I'm not going to touch anything at all on it. And I also want these branches to elongate, so I may just do a candle selection on this versus doing any pruning. So we'll see. Let's go and do a little work. Alright, so I'm going to start here. I'm just going to do candle pinching. The reason why I think pinching might be a little bit better, this side is very long. I do not need this to elongate any more than it already has. But candle pinching, I think, is superior to cutting because here you're not going to end up cutting the needles. That's easy. That's done on this branch. Next, I will go through and select the candles I want to keep. Okay, so check out this branch here. I want a little bit more length on this branch, so I left a longer candle. Up top, where I don't want it to grow any further, I could cut these back a little bit further, pinch these back a little bit further, but I didn't. And I want these all to be kind of nice and even. I don't need this tree to grow any taller. I do want it to bush out up on top. So I'm not actually going to I'm not going to cut out the multiple flushing candles because I want this to look nice and full. I am just going to shorten them just a little bit more. You notice how when you pinch with your hand, you don't break needles. You just break that stem. Right now it's still nice and soft. And I want this to kind of flush out, make a full dome apex. You can only do this during the springtime. You can also do selection, candle selection in the fall. Once the sheaths in the pine, the new needles harden off on these. Okay, so that's the top. Alright, the next step, the Japanese white pine, I see this cluster right here that needs to be pruned down to just 2. And so I'm going to select these 2. Here you do need scissors, because what happens when you cut all the way down past the needles into that bare green part of the candle, that candle won't grow any further for that year. So it's basically done. Here, I'm going to do another one. See this one that has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to select the 2 that are lateral. And they're really delicate right now, so the slightest touch will cause them to fall off. This one kind of forms a U, but that's okay. I'm gonna wire it later. So I'm keeping those 2. Get rid of everything else. I'm gonna get rid of the entire candle. We don't want it to grow next year. Keeping those 2. I'm gonna do this throughout the tree. Okay, that's it. I mean, that work took about 15 minutes to do. It was easy. Candle pinching and then candle selection. And now the tree is balanced where I want it to be balanced. And you notice here that I've left the candle a little bit longer because I do want that branch to extend. So that was on purpose, and I didn't just forget to pinch this. So that's it. Leave the tree alone. You're not going to work on it again until fall. Fall, I'll probably do a style on this tree, and then do a little bit of needle removal and wiring. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Until the next time. Bye-bye.